Hello, good morning. Well, wait, never mind. It's 12:30. Good afternoon, everybody. It's me, Tara, the Mudcreek Stitcher. I'm back. I kind of surprised myself. I'm back with less than 2 weeks, 12 days. So I'm like, look at me go. So I'm back. Things have settled down. Those who are just popping by, hello, thanks for popping by. New subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing, your likes. Oh, commenters, thank you so much. Um, this has nothing to do with where I was going, but okay, state change of mind. I just want to thank everybody who continues to watch me. I feel sorry for you. I know my husband gets sick of me. I know my kids get sick of me. But bless your heart, you have stuck with me. And I just appreciate it so much. And just appreciate the kindness. And everyone says it, but I'm going to keep saying it. Us stitchy sewing women and gentlemen, we are the sweetest. We are the kindest. We're loving. And I just so appreciate it. So anyways, I just wanted to make sure I say that because you need to say that because if you ever break out into Flosstube, and there's so many people now doing it, go for it. The love you receive it's just wonderful. It's just, I don't know. I can't explain it. Just wonderful. So that's why I like to keep doing this. There's days I don't want to do this, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. There's, like I just said, there's just so many Flosstubers, but it is communicating with fellow stitchers, doing the same things I'm doing. It's really nice because people in my area, they're just not doing it. I have to travel an hour away to find somebody, which is not that bad when you think about it. So anyways, howdy. Hope things are going good. The wind is atrocious here in central Nebraska today, and it's supposed to start raining in an hour, and my husband's been doing field work, prepping the ground to get ready to plant corn, soybeans, and so he dashed in. I grabbed him a quick lunch and he ran right back out trying to beat the rain to hurry up and get some things strip tilled. So we're kind of at that point. We're close to done with calving, thank goodness, because he's sure been grumpy. And I've been grumpy because we're getting to the end of the school year. We have a month left with kids. And it is time for children to go. It is time for them to be with their parents so their parents can be like, oh, wow, did you act like this with your teacher? Yes, they did. So anyways, it's time. We're all too cozy and comfortable with each other. So anyways, I have done a little bit of stitching, not tons, but I have enjoyed. I've pulled out a piece I haven't worked on in over a year, and I know I shared on Instagram and Facebook about it. And I'll show you where I've got to so far, and I'll probably work a little bit more today on it, and then I'm going to put it away so I can bring out something else different I haven't worked on. So anyways, let me start first with, I'm going to shuffle some things. You might hear things collapse and fall. It's fine. Trust me, fine. But back in, gosh, when did we start it? January? January. Started the Feast of Friendship. Sew along, stitch along, stare along. Somebody on my comments said encourage along. And there's so many of you who've already done this, but I had not done it because I'm slow to the party. So anyways, a friend and I were like, let's do this. And then we're like, let's invite everyone. And so several of you are still on the stitch along. You're still working at it slowly but surely. And this is as far as I've gotten up to this point. This fabric, once again, is a Bestitch Me. Yes, the purple. It's a Bestitch Me. I thought it was fiber on a whim. It's not. It's 18 count macchiato. So it just is so stinking pretty. I mean, the other night, I'm like, I am getting so close. I'm getting so close to actually having a finished Blackbird that I could put up on my wall. I can feel it. I can feel it. So the goal is to be done by June, I hope. Or before June would be even greater. That house, that roof, that was a lot of fun to stitch. Very enjoyable. And I already like the different colors. There's going to be 2 different colors of blue or 3. I don't remember. Here in the house, I love it. So that is where I'm at on my Blackbird Feast of Friendship. Okay, now I gotta find a place to put stuff. So I'm excited about the progress that we're making on that. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Let me just peek. I want to see how many blues there is again there. Oh, there's 3 blues. Okay, that's what I thought. There's 3 different blues in that house. We got a... Oh, one of the blues is uniform blue. And then another one. What is that one? It is... No, that's not a blue. That's a door. Never mind. Mulberry. Is that a heart? This is when you're blind and it doesn't help. That is not a heart. That's a half circle. Tin bucket. That's a really pretty blue. And then, oh yeah, the blue corn. I think the blue corn might be my favorite blue. And those are, all of those are Gentle Arts. Well, the blue corn is Classic Colorworks and the other 2 are Gentle Arts. So I've enjoyed working on this. It's fun seeing everyone sharing on my Facebook or on Instagram. It's fun seeing people who are just working on it. They don't know anything about me or anything like that, and just seeing their progress and seeing their comments, kind of the same thing, like, this is so stinking pretty. Yes, it is. So that's one thing I've been working on. Then, of course, I struggle with this because I'm so close yet so far, and it is this happy morning. Y'all have heard me whine about this and moan and groan. It is the vintage one. There's no way I could do the black. I can't imagine doing this whole thing in black. Any kind of dark color. No way. I couldn't have done it. And I started this over a year ago, and I started it not knowing anything about samplers. Still very much a newbie to stitching in so many ways. I cross-stitched when I was in college, cross-stitched when my kids were little, but all of that was whatever I got, Hobby Lobby or Ben Franklin. I don't know if I remember that. So anyways, got it. I got 14 count Ada because that's where I was comfortable at. And I'm not going to show the whole thing. I already have before. But anyways, this is where I'm at. If I was to go back to my old self, I would have encouraged myself to do 18 count instead, just to help reduce the bulk and the size, because this is going to be really big. And I've held it up in my last Flosstube, and it is big. But I don't care because I have a lot of wall space to fill up, so I'm excited. I did get off at the end here. I was off by 5 stitches here. So this should have been over here a little bit more. But you know what? I'm at the end, and I said, who cares? Maybe you do. Look away if you're caring right now. But I'm not caring. I just want this thing done. The grass. Whoa, the grass. It takes forever, but that's okay. I'm almost there. So that's what I've been working on as well. Like I would say every 2 days I pick it up, take a deep breath, and then keep plucking away. My problem is the grass. I am sick of green. And I'm sick of a particular color of green, and that would be Oscar, or this color of green here, 370, which is supposed to be Oscar. Why does everybody want Oscar, that color of green? Yeah, it looks pretty eventually, but I'm tired of it. So I doubt any designers listen to me. No, I'm pretty sure nobody. But if you know a designer, can you ask them to pick a different green? Anything but Oscar, anything but DMC 370, please? Okay, that's my moan and groan, and I'm sticking to it. Then something else I have been working on the last 12 days is this one, and I am going to pull her out because I'm just so happy with her. Yes, it's a her. Many of you understand what I mean. And it is Plum Street Samplers, another Plum Street Samplers, the Crown Bird Sampler. And I have tackled it. I've done more on it. I'm very happy with as far as I've gotten. Whoops, I just pulled my thread out, but that's okay. So I think what I like the most right now on this, the actual stitching part, is the pink. I like the pink. I like the pink a lot. And it's Sister Scarlet Belle Soie. So I'm using Belle Soies. That's another thing. I am finding that if I was a gazillionaire, I would buy only silks for all my projects. Unfortunately, the gazillionaire plan has not worked out yet. Probably because of the profession I'm in, but whatever. So anyways, it is, let me show you the pattern first. I know, I'm sorry, I'm rambling, but trying to kill time. It's my old one-act coach coming in. Kill time, spread. We're not ready yet. So here it is, Crown Bird Sampler. And it's, once again, Plum Street Samplers. I see the grass, yes, after my complaint about grass, but I'm like, I can handle this grass because look at all the animals in the grass. Now, I know some people said they want to get rid of the animals, and I'm thinking, oh no, we're keeping the animals, less grass. You know what? I haven't even looked to see what color that grass is. I'm scared. What color is the grass? If it is Oscar, pray for me if it's Oscar. Oh, good news, everybody. It's not Oscar. Okay. I'll be okay. So anyways, here is how far I've gotten. I picked it up and I've worked on it for 5 days, actually almost 6 days. Didn't iron it. Took out the Q-snap, but oh, it's so pretty. And let me see if I get it closer. Can you see the pink? Hold on. Yeah, you can see the pink. Isn't that pretty? And I love the border. The border is slow. This is not a fast border, but it's so delicate and so pretty. And of course, my goal was to get the second page done, but I'm going to have to accept that's not going to happen. And then this fabric is Fabric Flare, and it is parchment. Is it parchment? I know I've said several times what it is, but it's like parchment paper, and it is 16 count. As far as I know up to this point, there's no over 1, so I should be good. But if there's over 1, as we know, I will fudge it till it works. Okay, so I am really happy that I got back to this. I have been sad and forlorn. I don't know why. And maybe you understand this, maybe you don't, but it's just like when you're working on a project and then you set it down and then you pick up another one, you're like, well, I need to get this one done, then I can go back to that next one. But then you pick up another one and you're like, but that's okay because I'll get back to it. And then you pick up another one and it's just a vicious cycle. And I never got back to it, and I hate that because it's so pretty. So that's why I kind of like this. This was Missy from Two Needles Pulling Thread. This was all her idea. She had talked about it. If you haven't watched those ladies, they're great. But a 5-day rotation. And you get to touch things you haven't touched in who knows how long. For me, over a year. And these are the Belle Soies. Oh, they're so pretty. So if you look, I know you can tell I've been using them. I don't know if you can tell, but they have a kind of this wrinkled thing to them. And when you pull them out, they're very wrinkly, where, let me pull out, because there's an MPI silk was also called for this, where the MPIs, like this one, this is brick range, color 124. I mean, it doesn't have that, can you see that? It doesn't have quite that wrinkle to it. Does anybody know why that is? If you do know, let me know what the reason is that Belle Soie has that wrinkle where MPI is a little more smooth. I don't know. I'm just interested in the dyeing and the silk and where do they get it from and why is that? I don't know. I just would like to know. That's all. So if you know, let me know. That'd be great. All right. So that was one I've been very excited that I've gotten back to. And I'm going to shuffle it over here. And then another one I worked on last weekend and this weekend. And of course, I still can't find the pattern. I have the pattern downloaded, but I don't have a picture. And it is Heartstring Samplery, His Eyes on the Sparrow. by Beth Twist. And so I got the peacock done and a little turkey done this morning, and I'm starting to work on a cute little motif and my border. And my goal is to start this basket of flowers here this weekend, at least get started. There's no way I'm going to get that thing all done for a while, but I want to get it started. I was watching Carol Saltbox Stitcher, whom we all love very much and wish that we could live with her and, you know, just watch her do her thing. But she said, she showed hers, so she's got hers like, whoosh, and she's been working on it for quite a while, but it's only her Sunday stitch. And then she's made the comment, the last video I watched, she tries to get just 3 motifs done a Sunday. That is her goal. That basket, though, it's huge. I wish I could show you. There's no way I'm going to get it done in one Sunday, but I can get it started. But I like that idea of make a goal, you know, 2 motifs, 1 motif, whatever, and each Sunday work on that. So Eye on a Sparrow is going to be part of my Sundays and weekend stitches, and I was so excited to get to this today rather than work on the grass. So I worked on that, and I hope to work on it again tomorrow. And then, of course, the other Sunday stitch I have, and this is strictly Sundays, it is the Lord's Prayer. So I put in more on the border. Let me see if I can just, I'm sorry, but I'm keeping it in the Q-snap. Keeping it in the Q-snap, it'll take one off, if you give me a minute. One of the, what are these things called? Does anybody know what they're called? Q-snappy snap? I don't know. Whatever that's called. But anyways, so here it is. I'm still on the top part. There's 3 pages for the top. I'm on page 3. And that's where I got to. Just more of that border put in. Finished the words. Almost. I think I need an H still. But it is. It's so pretty. So that's where I'm at on that. And that is... Did I stay? No, it's Leela's Studio. Okay. And this is Tea-dyed 16 count by Tara. Me. Myself. Okay. And then, is that it? Okay. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have really worked on. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle some things out of the road here because now I have a big old mess. That's the hardest part about Flosstube, is the messes we all make. All right, so now let's talk about, what do I want to talk about first? Let's talk about my new SAL, another Blackbird design SAL. I must be crazy SAL. I was asked by a new stitchy friend, Megan, in Alabama, and I said her name and hope she's not mad about that, if I wanted to do another SAL with her and another Blackbird. And of course I had my paper right where I wanted it. Do you think I can find it? Of course not. Oh, there it is. And so anyways, she said, do you want to do Blackbird designs come into my garden? And of course I said, yeah. So many of you, I'm sure, have already stitched it or started it or have seen it. And it is this Blackbird designs come into my garden. So delicate, so pretty. It looks deceptively small. It's not. It's 245 by 253. So it's going to be another big girl. But that's okay. Nothing wrong with being a big girl. So anyways, I'm doing all the called for. I didn't even realize this, but when I was picking out fabric, I actually got the right fabric. I did a consultation. I asked some stitchy friends, should I use this fabric or a different one? And they all agreed this one. And I didn't even know it, but this is the called for. It is Velt by Picture This Plus. And it's 18 count. Isn't that pretty? There's a lot of green to it. Here it's hard to tell. If I hold it back, maybe you can see a little green hue on it. but it is pretty. I've cut it to size. And then I got all the called for Weeks Dye Works colors. So here they are. So put it against the fabric. There you go. It's going to be pretty. And we hope to start this on Monday. I don't know if I'll get very far. And I went ahead and asked her, what if I broke it into assignments? So if you are interested, here are the assignments. The goal is 1 a week. Maybe possible, I don't know, but I'm going to try 1 a week. And I'll just start right up here like I do with all of them. So if you want to join along or take a screenshot and be like, hey, I'm going to tuck this away for another year or another day, please do. One more chance if you need a screenshot and your own personal goals. So anyways, if you want to join us, feel free. If not, no problemo. So Monday, we're going to start that. So I'm going to have 2 beautiful blackbirds, I hope, to be hanging up. So that leads me to, I know this is in the middle, but since we're going to do this, of course, I should do a giveaway for a Come Into My Garden pattern. So if you are interested in having this pattern for your collection, or you want to start with us, or whatever, you want to give it to a gift, I don't care, whatever. Go ahead and say garden in your comments because it is gardening season. It's coming upon us. Of course, I've got to figure out how to protect my garden from my chickens because they're killing everything. So I will be working on that. But anyways, if you are interested in getting this for a share away, go ahead and put in a comment down below, garden, and make sure, you don't say giveaway, free, or any of those bad, naughty words now, I guess. Because there's bad, naughty people out there. So anyways, there you go. So I hope you will enjoy that. And I hope you enjoy it as I slowly work at it. And hopefully my friends will let me share their progress as well. Okay, so that is the share away. Moving on. I may have gone through a period of depression in March. March is rough. And there's a reason it's called March Madness. It has nothing to do with basketball. It has to do with me, you, and everyone else. And our brains going a little bit nuts because we know spring is coming. We know it's coming. We also know that with that coming means warmth and freedom for teachers. So, through my depression, how did I deal with it? Chocolate, of course, Diet Coke, chocolate, and coffee. But then, shopping. So whenever I had a chance, and I'm not shopping, but I am looking at things. Whenever I have a chance at school, whenever I have downtime, which doesn't happen very often, I may be checking things out. So anyways, did a little shopping. And I've already shown you a few things I got in February. The Chubby Bunny, the Chubby series. I want to be stitching that. There's one in particular, though, that I'm going to be stitching. I got this fabric from Bestitch Me. It is 18 count, one more reproduction. I've seen so many people use this fabric. And I am going to be stitching the Chubby Bunny on it. This is a new pattern that I got last month for my granddaughter. Oh, I hate the glare. I got a new ring light. And you know what? Let me talk about ring lights. That thing is nice. I use it actually in my sewing room just for sewing. It's so nice and bright and I can see really well. So ring light, if you want to be able to see really well you're sewing, get a ring light. It was $20. It's not super expensive. You just slap it together, turn it on. It's great. Okay, sidebar. Moving on. So here it is, the Chubby Bunny. My granddaughter, I had her look at the chubbies and had her, because I have all four now, praise the Lord, and she picked out this one. Unfortunately, when she was at my house last weekend, she said, Grandma, where's my bunny? And I'm like, bunny, what bunny? Oh, bunny. And I dug it out and I found it. And she said, where is it? Well, I said, I haven't made it yet. And she grabbed the pattern from me, slapped it down right on my sewing table and said, I'll leave it here so you get it done. I was like, I have just been taken to task by a 2-year-old. So I plan to start this one today, or else I'm in big trouble with my 2-year-old granddaughter. So I will pull from stash and hurry up and get that done for her, or else I'm in hot water. So that leaves me a question for all of you. I know I'm kind of babbling here, but I know she's going to want to hold it and drag it around and play with it, because she's already doing that to a Christmas ornament I had made for her and her family. Any suggestions? I mean, do you think putting it in a drum or something like that? Is there, just make it a little fat pillow? Maybe I should make it a little fat pillow for her, because I know she's going to drag it around and she's going to look at it, she's going to throw it, she's going to lay on it, she's going to turn it into whatever. So what do you think? Pillow? Because if I try and put it in a frame and put it on her wall, what I see she does in her bedroom, she takes everything off her walls, whatever she can reach. And if she can't reach it, I found out she climbs up stuff so she can reach it. So suggestions, I would appreciate it. Okay, that was a major sidebar. So anyways, moving on. The booty. My shopping. I did a bit of booty. We just read about pirates not too long ago. They really don't say R. Did you know that? That's kind of disappointing. But anyway, so I got some fabric. Couple pieces of fabric from Bestitch Me once again. I really like her fabric. This is 18 count cookie dough needle bling. This is needle bling. Isn't that pretty? And then I also got some 18 count, and I really like this one a lot. It's one of my favorites. 18 count broom grass. Oh no, it's 16 count. That's right. I'm going to get 16 as well from Needle Bling. So I ordered these from Bestitch Me. And look at that modeling. Oh, it's so pretty. I have no idea what I'll use it for, but it's in my stash. And then the shopping continued. The shopping of I'm depressed and I'm ready for summer. And, what am I going to work on this summer? So, are you ready? Are you ready to be enabled? Are you ready to be mad at me? Okay. So, I got, first of all, this. It is Harriet Elizabeth Co. It is a sampler produced by Brenda Gervais. And I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. Some of you probably stitched it. It is so pretty. And this is an older one. It's not a newer pattern. I actually went on to her Country Stitcher online and ordered this. It's just so pretty. And I thought, now that's a sampler I really like. I love all the color. So this was stitched on 30 count. Of course, I won't do that. It'll be on 18 count. Looks like Gentle Arts is used. So when I'm ready for it, I'll probably use called for colors. Yeah, I really like the Gentle Arts. So I'm trying to see. It's a 163 by 176, so not massively huge. So it's very pretty. So I got that off of her website. I told you this is the year of Blackbird and Brenda Gervais. Don't talk to me about Hawk Run right now. I'll talk to you later about that. That's embarrassing about what I said. So anyways, we'll see why. Another one I got, I've seen so many people buy this one. I've seen some people have already stitched it up. It is Grandma's Candy Dish by Brenda Gervais with my needle and thread. It's so cute. And I love Grandma's Candy Dish because, grandmas, we have candy. It's what we do. I know my daughter probably wants to kill me, but, I got to give my granddaughter candy when she wants it. So that's a cute small I would like to do. An actual spring piece because I don't really have spring stuff. I have seen tons of people stitch this one. The one in particular that sticks out though is Missy at Two Needles Pulling Thread. If you've not watched them, Two Needles Pulling Thread, I'm gonna have to put them down in my description box. But she got this done, and I think Carol Saltbox Stitcher is Queen of Harvest. And of course, fall is my favorite season of all time, with winter right on its tailcoat. But isn't that cute? It's cute, it's fun, it's delicate, it's pretty. It's all those things we gals like. So I got that one off of her site. And then I also, I feel like I've seen somebody do this, but it's been a long time. But this is an older pattern, and it is Jolly Happy Soul, Brenda Gervais. I just thought, oh, that'd be a cute small to work on. White is not my favorite thing to work on, but I have found if I just do 1X at a time, my stitches sure look a lot better. Isn't that cute? I just love the pillow. So I want to do that one with all the others I want to do, of course. And then this one, the first time I was ever really introduced to Brenda Gervais was 4 years ago by Christy at Crosshatch Quilts. She's the one that I'm like, who is this Brenda Gervais lady? Why do they like her? And she had finished this. Oh, how I love this. It's so cute. All bundled up. It is rather large, bigger than what I had thought. It's 36 count. And I know she probably did on 36 count. And I'll probably do it on 18, and 16 by 12 inches. So it's not tiny. It'll take a little time, but oh, it's just so stinking cute. And I love that cardinal. I think we all love cardinals. Are not cardinals and bluebirds the most fun to stitch on pieces? I think they are. This morning I was watching Sweetwater Stitcher, and she has started Rejoice Evermore, and I've started it. That's another one I need to get back to. It's been a year. And those bluebirds, those stinking bluebirds are just so cute. They're just adorable. Okay, moving on. And then another one I got from Brenda Gervais' website. I feel like I just saw somebody do this once again. I watch so much Flosstube, you guys. It's a problem. Okay, I know. Diet Coke, coffee, chocolate, Flosstube. I just love it. And I've told this before why I love Flosstube. I love Flosstube because there's no cussing. If there is, it's just them saying one bad word and that's it. People are joyful. They are happy. They're sharing. They're encouraging you. They're like, if you want to join, you can. I mean, maybe we spend too much money because we watch Flosstubers, but it's a joy. It's just a joy. And I watch tons of it. And every time I see somebody start a new one, I try and watch it because I'm excited for them. It's fun to see. I love everyone's whip parades. I just watched, Virginia Stitcher. I need to put her down too. Did you guys watch her? I put it on my Facebook page to watch her. She had a 2-hour whip parade, and her work is just fantastic. She took a 3-month hiatus from Flosstube because she just needed a break, and I get that. And there are things going on in her life. I totally get that. And nobody says you have to do this. Nobody says you have to do this. This is just because you want to. But oh my goodness. I'm glad she took the 3-month break because her whip parade was fantastic. She's got so many pretty things and so much of the same things I'm working on. So it's fun to see her progress. And okay. Yeah. Tara, just hush. Bzz, fast forward through all that. So anyways, this here was another one I saw on her site. I love the blues, the delicateness of it. I love the fact this house is not filled in. Is that wrong? Is that wrong? It might be, but I love it. So pretty. And I know some people have done it. So anyways, I kind of picked up some of her older patterns that I've seen through the years, and I bit the bullet big time and am doing it. So then, I told you I watch a lot of Flosstube. somebody had shared this. Erica Michaels. I think they were working on it. I can't tell you who it was. Maybe you've done it. Maybe you know. Please tell me in the comments if you know, if you've seen it. But it is this. It is Erica Michaels' sampler reproduction of Christy Barron, 1832. I just love this. It's so beautiful. So it is this. I didn't know there was such a thing as 37 count, but it's on 37 count corn tassel by Legacy Linen. Didn't know that existed. And it's not small, of course. Why would I choose something small? Although I guess I kind of did. 243 by 268. And it is Weeks Dye Works, it looks like. Yeah, Weeks Dye Works. Oh, look, there's another Schnickley. I love Schnickley. So fun. And a little bit of DMC. So this is super pretty. And she did, I think she in here, oh yeah, she shows the actual reproduction. Not reproduction, the actual sampler. Sorry. There it is. Love it. So I got that. Building up my samplers. I'm getting to the point. I'm like gonna start every single sampler I have. I know, that's really loud. I wish she wouldn't have put it in this kind of bag. I like the zippy ones. Okay, and then, being the ding-dong that I am, did not realize that this came in a pair, but I just chose the one I really, really loved, and it's National Market Release. This one is the Shakespeare's Peddler and Stripes, the companion to Stars. I like the Stars one too, but this one I'm just like, ooh, I love. And it's funny because I was looking at this before I watched somebody's Flosstube explaining it. I'm like, I wonder why there's an and symbol. I don't know. Yeah, that was me. Oh, look, there they are together on the back. Wow. Maybe I should have paid attention better. Probably. So I like this one too, but I love this one. So I hope someday I will work on that. When? Who knows? Someday. Someday. You know as well as me, right? You're with me. You're with me. And then it doesn't stop. I was really depressed, okay? March was rough. Now that it's more springy, well, except for the wind blowing and a storm coming, I'm okay now. So anyways, then it didn't stop. I have seen so many people share these, and I'm like, I gotta get them. And it was Teresa Kogut, Hello Spring. Oh, you can see the ring light there. Let's see if I can get it. No. Can I get closer? No. It's a very shiny book. But there it is. Hello Spring. Try and get the ring light off it. The other night I just laid in bed and just looked through the patterns and the pictures. I don't know what I want to stitch. I don't know. There's just so many to pick from. So let me see. There may be one just one. I don't know. They're so pretty though. Oh, adorable. Oh yeah, I love this one. I don't think I would do it on black because I do not like stitching on black. I'm going to try and show you without showing that pattern. I like that one a lot. Don't you think it would look good though on like that mottled brown or whatever? I think it would. I don't know. I don't want to do black, but I do love that. It's so pretty. That is one of many in there that I really loved. And then, oh no, I didn't stop. And then I saw this. Oh, I can't remember her name. Holly's Hand Creates. She has started this. I think that's her. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. And it is The Dwelling Place. Oh my. It's huge, but it's so pretty. I think what gets me that I love, and it's different, is the star borders. I love the stars. And I love all of this, of course. I love all of that. I just love the whole thing. So a lot of people have been showing and God Saw and Serenity as well. And boy, do I want both of those super bad, but I will wait. I will wait. So anyways, and then it's not over. And then I had to get this because so many floss tubers who had gone to a Farm Girl Dry Goods retreat in Amana, Iowa, had done this because it was, tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure it was there because this was the special retreat piece. And a lot of them shared it, showed their progress. A lot of them got it done. And it's so pretty and cute, and it's not that huge. It's on 36 count, and it is, let's see, 2 linens, 1 strand of floss over 2, so I wouldn't have to worry about over 1. I don't know what the size is. I thought it told me the size. Oh, there it is, 173 by 146. So that's not too bad either. So I loved that. And caved, and got it. So I really like that too. I think I love the ocean water with the pink. That ocean water, sorry, the glare, and the pink flowers. I just love that. Okay, and then finally, the lovely gal, Becky, who asked if I wanted to do the, here it is again, Come to My Garden Sal with her. I said, sure. Well, it ends up she owns an Etsy store with quilting and cross stitch. So it's called Buy It, Quilt It Your Way. I hope that's right. I'll link it down below. So I went on there, of course. I had to buy something because how amazing is that? So I went ahead and got this pattern. I've been wanting it forever. I've seen several lovely ladies get this done on Flosstube. And it's Eliza's French Birds by JBW Designs, 1849. I know the companion piece with the blue ones are out, but I just want to stick with this one for now, obviously, because I've already got too much. And then, not only that, but she's got some quilting fabric, and I about fell over because she's got some Jane Austen fabric. And I told you I love Jane Austen, as so many of us do. Look at these colors. They're just little fat eighths. I thought I could use for something. Who knows when? I don't know. And this one looks like a sampler. Oh my goodness. Reasonably priced. She was very fast in her shipping. It was wonderful. So thank you, Becky. So I don't know. I'm just going to pet the fabric. I don't know what I'm going to use with it yet, but I know someday it's going to come to me. Oh, I know it will. So petting the fabric. I love petting the fabric. Don't we all? We love touching fabric-y textiles, all of it. So thank you for that. And that was fun shopping, and I'm going to go shop again because I want to look for some other things, but I won't do it right now. Obviously, you can tell I have a problem, okay? Finally, the last thing. Now, this I didn't order in March. I ordered way back in February, January. And it was for this. I told you I wanted to do this, and I still want to start this. I probably won't get much put in, obviously, because I got a lot going on. But I want to start tackling it here in the next month. And it's Modern Folk Embroidery. It is a quote from Emma, Jane Austen, and I think this describes me so well. There's nothing like staying at home for real comfort. I am a homebody, and I love to stay home. And that describes me in a nutshell. So Bridget, the Museum Stitcher, and Megan, the Satellite Stitcher, they both did this in pink on pink. So I loved it so much. Then I went to Bestitch Me, and I ordered it. It took her a while, and she apologized. She was very sweet about it. She said, I'm sorry how long it took, but with market and illness and everything else, I'm like, that's fine. So anyways, it's not like I didn't have anything to do. But I got the 18 count petunia, and to go on top of that, and I think I'm actually going to have to order more skeins of this, which I wish I had known. I got Valentine, yes, Valentine silks from Bestitch Me. I think that's going to look really pretty, pink on pink. And of course, I want to hang it in here when I get it all done, because as my granddaughter has told me, my sewing room is Grandma's secret castle room. Yes. It was a couple weekends ago. I know she always likes to come in here. I always shut the door because there's scissors and needles and hot irons and dangerous things in here for a 2-year-old. But somehow she automatically knows that. And anyways, she always wants to come in here. So I'm like, well, you have to come with Grandma. And 2 weekends ago, she said, Grandma, I want to go. I want to go on the room. I'm like, oh, Grandma's sewing room? She said, yeah, Grandma's secret castle room. So I really want to make a sign this summer that says Grandma's secret castle room and hang it on the door, because I guess that's what this is. Okay, so that is the cross stitch portion of it. Thank you for those who stuck by and stayed with me and made it to the end. I am going to just talk a tiny bit about a couple of quilts I'm working on, and just, if I can find my Bible, do a tiny bit of scripture here at the end where I'm at. I have, yeah, you have way too much excess when things are falling down. Okay, thank you again if you've made it this far, and everyone else. I'm just going to grab really quick the 2 things I'm working on. I'll be right back. Okay, this is just a little bit of quilting. I have been tackling 2 quilts right now. I fell out of quilting because, well, my shoulder, quite honestly, it hurt really, really bad. And I'd been doing physical therapy pretty much for 2 years, off and on, trying to deal with shoulder pain. So anyways, I'm just to the point where it's starting to get a lot better and I can do quilting again. Now I have to be careful how long I do it. 2 to 3 hours seems to be my max. Back in the old days, 5 to 8 hours I would work on a quilt. But anyway, so I'm back to it. I'm very excited and happy about it. Okay, the first quilt I've already shared with you that I've started. It is Silent Night. Lala D's Stitcher shared that she was going to work on this, and I don't think she has. She's working on other stuff, but I just loved it. I love the Christmas tree, the tree vibe. But of course I changed the colors, so I've got the trees all made. Oh, there went my dog. I hope she's being good. I've got the trees all made, so I have 26 trees made, and they all took a while. So I have blue, and obviously I need to be cutting that and getting that evened up, and then I have the brown. The brown. There you go. So those are my 2 tree colors. And then I just have to make the house. Yeah, I got to get the house made. And that's about it. And just put it all together. So the house is this right here. And I just got to get that blocked. Oh, yeah. No, I got that done. Didn't I get the star done? Did I get it done? I feel like I got the star done. But I'm not finding it. Yep, there it is. I got my little star made. So that's all done. And then I just got to finish the house and put it together. Bada bing, bada boom. And I got myself a cute little Christmas quilt for next year. For next Christmas already. Yay. And then the other quilt is going to be a wedding gift. I hope. And it is Shabby Fabrics. And it is the Psalms quilt, right? Psalms? I don't know. Comfort of Psalms. It's a wall hanging. I know. I did follow directions. I did read everything first, just so you know. Right now, I got everything cut out, and I'm on the star blocks right now. So I'm working on those, and I'm going to actually put extra border on the outside to make it more of a bigger lap quilt and not a hanging quilt. So right now, I'm just going to show you. I'm working on the stars as well, and I've got some of them trimmed up. I've got to trim up a few more. I'm going to show you, I use Lori Holt's design board, so I've got everything labeled, cut out, ready to rock and roll. And I am ready to start putting that together today. So I don't know how much cross stitching I'll do during the day, but tonight I hope to work on the chubby bunny. Oh my gosh. So anyways, and then when I get those 2 quilts done, may the Lord let me and nothing bad happened. You have to say that because if you've lived long enough, I mean, I just got hit in the head getting ready for Flosstube with that jar, button jar back there. It fell off and hit me on the head. And I'm like, really? Really? See, you just never know. And boy, does it hurt. Owie, mama, boo-boo. Okay, so those are my 2 quilts. The next quilt, though, I do want to work on, though, is it the Pride and Prejudice quilt? No, it's Sense and Sensibility. Out of all of Jane Austen's stories, I've not read all the books, but Sense and Sensibility, that was one of my most favorites. I just love it. And the movie with Hugh Grant, Emma Thompson, Kate Winslet, that is my most favorite. Oh my gosh, I think I would play that over and over every day for like a year, probably 2 years. There's just something so sweet about it. Okay, so that is my next goal, to start that quilt. Finally, thank you if you've hung around this far. And my last part is scripture. So I am doing a women's Bible study. It is Women of the Word. If you're interested, you didn't know this. I'm putting it up every weekend, and there's one weekend I missed. But it's been pretty intense. It's thought-provoking. It ruffles some feathers because it really makes you think, how do I study the Bible? Do I study the Bible? So anyways, I've really liked it. So I do read the Bible straight through from beginning to end, and that was because of encouragement through the Lord, of course. And I read the Bible in a year. You can buy the Bible in 1 year, and I did the chronological one. Then I found a chronological one I've never read through, and I read through that. I have found all kinds of Bibles. I have confessed this. I've bought all kinds of Bibles and studies, but I haven't done it. So I've read that one through. Then I read the Bible through again, slowly. It took a year and a half, and it looks like it's going to be a year and a half, and I'm about to have the Bible read through again. And I'm just going to keep doing it over and over and over and over, because every single time I read it, it just teaches me more. It shows me more. It shows me I'm a sinner. It shows me that God is amazing. It fights the doubt, because we all wrestle with doubt. Even John the Baptist, who baptized Jesus, was put in jail before his head was cut off. He was doubting if God was real. Yes, so I love it. All right, so where I'm at, I was actually in 1 Peter. That's 1st and 2nd Peter just has really convicted me this last week. And there's just so many good things in it. And there was one section in particular that I loved. Okay, it is 1 Peter chapter 1. And you know what? I'm just going to start at verse 3, and I'm going to read all the way until 12, because they all are convicting, but this just really convicted me, and maybe it will you too. And if not, you can turn it off. So there you go. All praise to God, the Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. It is by his great mercy that we have been born again, because God raised Jesus Christ from the dead. And now we live with great expectation, and we have a priceless inheritance, an inheritance that is kept in heaven for you. Have you ever realized that? You ever thought that? That your inheritance, it's not on this earth. It's not what your mom and your dad and your grandma, your grandpa, and Uncle Buford give you. Your inheritance, it's in heaven. And I think we forget that. And you look at all the junk I bought, right? But that means nothing. It's what's in heaven, our inheritance there. An inheritance that is kept in heaven for you, pure, undefiled, beyond the reach of change and decay. And through your faith, God is protecting you by his power until you receive this salvation, which is ready to be revealed on the last day for all to see. So be truly glad. There's wonderful joy ahead, even though you must endure many trials for a little while. And that is the part that convicted me probably quite a bit this week. It's like, we have to have trials. Do we have to have trials? And the word says we have to have trials. These trials will show that your faith is genuine. This is why we're in trials, people. This is why we're going through trials. I don't like trials. I don't like them. You don't like them. But we are to rejoice in them. We're to rejoice. It's wonderful joy, even though it is being tested as fire tests and purifies gold. Though your faith is far from precious, though your faith is far more precious than mere gold. So when your faith remains strong through many trials, it will bring you much praise and glory and honor on the day when Jesus Christ is revealed to the whole world. So think of all of our trials, the pain, the suffering, from cancer to losing a job to mental health to a child, a grandchild, something happening, to dropping a stupid jar in your head all of a sudden. It's testing. It's fire test. And we're being purified. And someday we will see the Lord and we will be praising and rejoicing him because of these trials. Verse 8, you love him even though you've never seen him. Think about that. We've never seen him. Though you do not see him now, you trust him and you rejoice with a glorious, inexpressible joy. The reward for trusting him will be the salvation of your souls. So you think about that. What are we like today? I don't know. I don't even know if I trust it. And we see things all the time on social media and TV, and we're to the point, I don't know if I even trust that. But here we are, something unseen, someone unseen, and we are trusting he is real. We're trusting. This salvation was something even the prophets wanted to know more about when they prophesied about this gracious salvation prepared for you. And they wondered what time or situation the Spirit of Christ within them was talking about when he told them in advance about Christ's suffering and his great glory afterward. I mean, think about that. Think about Daniel and Hosea and Malachi and Zechariah and David and on and on and on. Here they were prophesying and they didn't even have the Spirit in them to reveal things. That just blows my mind. So, last verse. They were told that their messages were not for themselves, but for you. And now this good news has been announced to you by those who preached in the power of the Holy Spirit sent from heaven. It is also wonderful that even the angels are eagerly watching these things happen. So even the angels are excited about this salvation, this inexplicable salvation that we don't deserve. And yet there it is. And we're being tested through the fire to purify us, to receive the praise and glory through Jesus Christ. We don't deserve it, but we're going to get it. All right, that is the end. I pray that you have a wonderful week this week. I pray that you don't do depression shopping like I did. But if you do, would you please share some booty with us and show us what you got? Okay. So anyways, if you want to join my Facebook group, I try and share things. I love it when people share what they're working on or where they're at. I would love it if you want to share scripture or an aha moment of the day you've had. So anyways, okay. Thank you so much for sticking around this long, and I praise the Lord that you are saved. I praise him that he is working on your heart and saving you now as we speak, and your family members, and just glory all to God to keep us moving in life. In Jesus' name. All right. God bless. Thank you so much, you guys. Bye.